Hello, I'm Azai. Welcome back to Aokana. I just came back from the gym and I did not eat some food, so I might get, peckish during this episode. But yesterday I was eating a really, good meal. I had some pork ribs with my sister. It was like a family platter. Had pork ribs, pork belly, and then what else? I think barbecue chicken and some fish and chips. And we also got pasta. It was supposed to be a platter for 6 or 7 people, but we finished it in... 5 people? Maybe more like 4. One of her kids is still 10 years old? So she didn't really eat too much. Me and my sister were just devouring the freaking pork ribs. The pork ribs were 1 kilogram, so about 2.2 pounds for you guys. But yeah, I was eating pretty good yesterday. Used all that food for today's gym. Today's gym session was super tiring for some reason too. But yeah, I actually had to look up what I said on Patreon for this episode, since I actually forgot what happened on the last episode. Well, I kinda remember what happened, but I wasn't too sure if that was where I left off. But yeah, let's go to the last episode recap. Oh my god, did I save my game? I think I did. Hopefully I did. But yeah, on the last episode, we actually finished off the training camp, and Shindo-san kinda destroyed Misaki. Mostly to try to bring out her competitiveness. I kinda enjoyed the training matches that we did. It was super, serious, right? And I kinda got into the groove of voice acting it. Asuka, she didn't really win against Rika, but she did her best. And they skipped over Mashiro and Prez's matches. I still think that so far, if there is going to be a route selection not so far into the future, I'll probably go into Rika's route first. I also talked to my friend who already finished this game. He said he also did Rika's first. He didn't spoil me or anything, but he also said that Mashiro was the the least that you want to pick. So alright, without further ado, this is exactly right after we finished off the training camp. Let us load the game. I don't think we actually finished chapter 3 just yet, or episode 3 in the game, so... Okay, I did not expect it to suddenly just have voice acting there. But yeah, here we are. Is this gonna be the guy who we lost to in our flashback? They're kind of hyping this guy up by, not being able to let us hear the voice. She's not gonna say the N? Oh, there we go. I was waiting for her to actually say the "soshite" right there, but she said it on the next sentence.
私ずっと楽しみにしていました。変えましょう、この空気を。超えましょう、この地平を。さあ、思うままにやりなさい。乾咲。はい、イリーナ。フライ。
Maybe I should have actually did this on the last episode. That was like only another 3 minutes.
練習中に起こしちゃった事故で私は少し部活をお休みすることに。マサヤ先輩も心配してくれてるけど、どこかちょっとギクシャクしちゃってる。ここは一つコミュニケーションをちゃんと取らなきゃ。私なりの方法でね。次回青の彼方のフォーリズム第4話。私だって戦いたい。彼方の向こうに何かが見える。
Yeah, I think I said this somewhere in the last episode, but I probably should be making at least an effort to do an hour 40-ish minutes to maybe an hour 50 minutes instead of, you know, like the reason why that episode was cut off very short, or cut off not very short, but the last episode was like 2 hours long, right? But I didn't want it to go over way too long. That's why I cut it there. And I kind of want to actually do these episodes in 2 episodes of my own recording time, you know? And if I were to do that, looking at the recording time, I probably should be aiming for about an hour 40 to 50 minutes of my own episodes. So yeah, I learned my lesson. Not gonna be cutting it short at about an hour 20-ish minutes or an hour 30 minutes. I'll add in an extra 20 minutes to my usual recording time. We started having regular meetings at the Kunahama Academy FC Club. And today, I've gathered everyone before practice.
はい、直線タイム左右各ターン上昇下降シザーズハイヨーヨーローヨーヨーもろもろの昨日までのまとめがこれ。
Thanks.
とにかくデータになりそうなものは全部記録しておけって習ったから。
You picked that up at the training camp?
さあさあ高藤でね、頑張るからちゃんと生かしてよ。
No worries. I'll make use of everything I can.
やだ、マサヤ頼もしい。キュンときちゃうかも。
Yeah, no thanks. Actually, there's something I've been wondering.
なーに？
You're the only one who's still using my last name. Why? Not like I really care what she calls me, but I'm on a first name basis with everyone else in the club at this point. So it's weird that she's the odd one out.
え、何？このタイミングでその話題って私を攻略しようとしてる？こら、おでこの分け目のとこ狙って突っ込まないでよ。
Hair partition? Can't you just say hairband? Seemed like the perfect spot to me. Anyway, I didn't really mean anything by it.
そうだね。なんか言いやすい方で定着したし。あー、でもひなたくんがどうしてもって言うならマサヤって呼んであげてもいいんだけど。
I think when she's teasing like this, usually people who tease like this actually don't expect the people that they tease to actually agree with what they said. So, Messiah, if you're smart, you actually will start doing it. Or, you know, you will insist to call her with your first name. Nah, just keep using my last name. Ah, this guy. I always feel like this guy is always a fuckboy. Because I have a comparison, right? I'm playing this playthrough along with Venus Blood Frontier. And my god, Loki is much more of a, like, Chad than this guy. But then again, I guess this is high school setting. So the guy is usually very meek and whatnot. At least usually. Like, I'm not saying that every high school protagonist is like meek and stuff. But Messiah definitely falls into the more common trope. I turned my eyes away from Madoka. Don't have time to deal with someone who's clearly not taking this conversation seriously. We only just gathered a few minutes ago, so they're all chatting the time away right now.
へえ、モンタッタ4もう出たんですね。 ちょうど今日発売なんですよ。え、はすか先輩、3はされてたんですか？
They're probably talking about Monster Hunter. A game that I actually never got into since when I was a kid, I was mostly playing single-player games. The only multiplayer games that I play were like Crash Team Racing, or maybe like FIFA or, you know, PES, something like that, because my brothers were into sports game.
私はゲーム自体あんまりで、でも CM とか見てすごいなって。
Asuka and Mashiro seem to be talking about video games. Man, couldn't they have come up with a less silly name than Mon Eat? Actually, that's probably just an abbreviation, right? Abbreviation, huh?
ましろちゃんはゲーム好きなんだよね。はい、まあ好きですね。そこそこには。そうなんだ。はい。
では先生、ここに筋トレ道具を持ち込んでもいいと？
普段きちんとしまっておけるならな。転がってるダンベルにつまずいて怪我とか目も当てられんだろう。
ありがとうございます。細心の注意を払います。
あ、じゃあうちに置き場にこま。役に立ちそうなバランスボールがあるから持ってこようかな。
You're probably just gonna like lie down on it. You can actually exercise using those, but I'm guessing that she is actually just gonna lie down.
本音を先に漏らした上ためらいもせず言い切ったが、まあ飛び沢らしいな。
しかしバランスボールは実際役に立つかもな。
でしょ？体幹トレーニングやっちゃいましょうよ。
Alright, that's enough chatting. I need your attention now. I'm starting the meeting. I can tell that you're all a lot more motivated nowadays. Everyone's been eager to improve since Golden Week. I was initially worried about the whole thing, but the training camp with Takafuji ended up working out well.
よかったよかった。
Those somebodies seem to be the same as always. I'm glad. You're making your coach proud, I swear. And honestly, it's only a matter of time until your match scores reflect your hard work. Let's keep this up until we finish in the summer tournament's top 8.
Oh.
The two individuals who give energetic replies are the two people who are the most motivated. Who are most motivated. Isn't there supposed to be a de there? Maybe it works either way. Real motivation shows in even small exchanges like that. Or well, I'm not doing people who are the strong. What? I'm not doing? Wait, what is this sentence even trying to say? I don't even know what that word is supposed to be right now. I'm not doing people who are the strong, silent type justice if I think that way? What? I actually don't know what the fuck that sentence is supposed to say. Huh. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore what the hell that sentence is. What the fuck?
はいはい、マネージャーから一つ。
Go ahead. That is the first time a sentence actually makes me like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? That must be a freaking typo or something, right? Is it an idiom that I don't understand? What the fuck? I seriously don't understand what that sentence was even trying to say. I know it's trying to compare something with something, but what?
コーチはこう言っておりますが、そろそろテスト前週間に入ります。
Oh, I see.
忘れてた？
It kind of slipped my mind. Funny, since I definitely thought of it when I put together the practice schedule for May. I've been having so much fun lately that I totally forgot. What's up?
テスト前週間だとどうかなっちゃうんですか？
There's probably gonna be no extracurricular activities. The only reason I know that is because I think that also happens in my school. Though I don't really go to extracurricular activities all that much to actually remember.
私もちょっとわからないです。
Mashiro's a freshman and Asuka's a transfer student, so of course they don't know the rules around here. All club activities are suspended 3 days prior to midterms, and 4 days prior to finals.
ああ、そういうのあるんですね。
船浜は普通の学校だからな。スポーツ特待がある高藤なんかは違うかもしれないが。
残念ですけど、ちょっとの我慢ですね。お勉強も大事ですし。
違う、ここでは勉強が本分なんだ。楽しい気持ちはわからないでもないが、その順番を履き違えると大変な目に遭うぞ。
I don't know. I personally think even though studies are important, as long as you get by, like with you know, not bad scores, it's a lot better for you to actually know what you're interested in. Like, you know, some people when they're in high school, middle school, they still don't know what they want to be, right? So they're still kind of confused about what the hell their interests are. So finding people and then yeah, finding their interest is actually what should people be doing in high school, in my opinion.
大変な目ですか？
ああ、本テスト追試と続けて赤点を取ると、そいつは最初の合格まで部活ができなくなる。
I mean, I'm not dumb enough to actually fail like a test, but I guess that's an issue for a lot of people, I suppose.
本当ですか？
生徒手帳にも書いてあるぞ。一度ぐらいはちゃんと目を通しておくといい。
Well, I mean, depending on what subject it is, though, then again, right? I know I'm not really good at history, but yeah, to be completely honest, I don't really fail a subject all that often. Let's see here.
見せて見せて。美咲先輩、生徒手帳でしたら私のを今。あ、本当だ。というか、皆さんも知らなかったんですか？部活やってなかったから関係なかったし。その割には驚かなかったような。赤点って取ったことないから関係ないかなって。
Yeah, see, this is why I feel like Misaki doesn't, you know, doesn't use the minimum effort required to be this smart. So I feel like Misaki is way too unbelievable of a character. So I don't necessarily dislike it, but I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way, you know, when someone is like too much of a genius, I guess. Because I was in a school that has a lot of geniuses, and trust me, they put in a lot of effort if they want to like get the gold medals if they were to go into like Olympiads internationally and stuff. While Misaki is not really like that, right? She doesn't even put in the bare minimum to listen to class and stuff.
実在するんだ。
Super unbelievable in my opinion. Some of us just nod like it's no big deal. And then there are...
全ては気合だ。やればどうにかなる。
club members who visibly grimace, as well as those who start panicking. Their reactions are more than enough to clue me in on what their grades look like. Why don't we form a study group to help each other out?
それ楽しそうです。
It's not supposed to be fun. I mean, it's nice when someone enjoys studying, but that kind of person would never even be in danger of failing a test.
私は美咲先輩につきっきりで手取り足取り教えていただけたらなんて。勉強会ってさ、よく聞くけど本当にあれ効果あんの？集団現実逃避じゃなくて？
I mean, if the tutor is serious, it actually does help.
そう言われてしまうと。
いや、だがマンツーマンは効率いいんじゃないか。塾なんかでも取り入れられてるだろう。
そしてマンツとマンツね。
Madoka, that makes zero sense. What did she say? 1-1? I think she said 1-1, 1-1 or something. And I'm guessing that's a trend for things in her brain.
まあ、マサヤがどうしてもやるって言うならいいけど。
She's just saying she's following her coach's advice. Quit glaring at me, Mashiro. Mashiro's pointed gaze forces an awkward answer out of me. Well, we'll talk more once we get closer to midterms. There's something else I wanted to talk about. What was it again? I know I wrote it down somewhere. Alright. I remember. I wanted to suggest that Mashiro change her playstyle. Glad I remember, but... Talk about bad timing. It's a sensitive topic, so I wanted the timing to be just right. Maybe she's feeling better than she looks. Let's put that to the test. Mashiro.
Hi, 何ですか?
A perfectly calm response. And yet, I feel like I'm being stabbed by icy daggers as she speaks to me. Well, that makes sense. Guess I shouldn't have expected her to warm up to me so fast after our last exchange. Back to what we were just talking about. Do you want me to tutor you?
いいえ、結構です。先輩のお世話になるまでもありませんから。
I see. Yeah, this really doesn't seem to be the right time. Right now, I'll just focus on improving her mood and...
G.
Asuka?
G.
The hell? Does she want me to tutor her? Need something? What's with that expectant gaze?
G.
What's wrong, Asuka? Come on, speak up. I don't think real girls act like you, Asuka. Though I do think it's cute, I don't think real girls act like this.
なんでもありません。
What? Now she's sulking? Why all of a sudden?
私には言ってくれないんですか？まどかちゃん。
Huh?
まあまあ、まさや。これ以上醜態を晒す前に練習に行こうよ。
Misaki pats me on my shoulder as she says that. Hey, wait! I decided to improve Mashiro's mood, but it's soured already, and I haven't even done anything yet. Well, whatever. Let's forget about that for now. Right, let's get started. I'll bring up changing playstyles when Mashiro is in a better mood. There was a choice about telling Mashiro to change her playstyle back in Chapter 3. I think I'm gonna start talking about the game's chapters or episodes in chapters because it's gonna be confusing if I say episode like multiple times. So yeah, I'm gonna go say it's chapters. I guess it doesn't really do anything since we're still in the common route. It probably just has, you know, different changes in dialogue, but during that scene only. No clue when that'll be, but beggars can't be choosers.
ましろちゃん。
The players are all coming down to the beach after I told them it was time for a break. Wait, why is Asuka's, what do you call it, like, suit different? Yeah, it's a different color, right? I thought it was supposed to be a lot more pinky. However, Mashiro suddenly hunches over in pain.
ひなた、まだか、来てくれ。
What happened? I hurry over to them since Prez's desperate voice suggests that it's something serious.
ちょっと着地の時にクラッときて、それで足を変な風についちゃって。見せてみて、グラシュ脱げる？はい。黙って、こっち持つから。
Putting on and taking off grass shoes is similar to dealing with ski boots. Though, I guess that means detaching is a more fitting term than taking off. I've never gone skiing, so I have no idea how this applies. It's probably hard. I've gone ice skating before, but it's not really that hard when you're removing ice skates. Mashiro pulls off her grass shoes in an exaggerated manner, leaving her porcelain white bare foot exposed to the air.
はい、男子、回れ右。
It's only feet, right? Urged by Misaki, Press and I turned to look in the opposite direction. It's not like I was trying to stare.
まあ、有坂のことはまどかに任せておこう。間違った対応はしないだろうな。
I guess, I don't know, maybe I'm insensitive or something. I feel like that's not really something that people should care about. Yeah, sounds like a plan. Man, you can really tell they're siblings at times like this. These.
さて、素人だからあまりペタペタいじれないけど、内出血はないみたいだから筋肉や血管に損傷はないみたいだね。
Was she like not focusing or something? This is one of the like safest sports out there, right? And I can't believe she actually like you know, did an accident.
痛みが強くて我慢できないとかは？いえ、今はジンジンしてますが、我慢できないってところまでは。
I know I'm being kind of harsh to Mashiro here, but I actually do feel like this scene makes her worse in my head.
だとしたら骨折、ひび、人体の損傷、断裂なんて心配もないかな。でもちゃんと病院に行った方が確実だね。どうかな、鏡先生でも行ける？ひなたくんに聞いてるんだけど。
Oh, sorry.
どうしたの？
Nothing. Just surprised to see that you're doing such a good job.
確かに。
すっごく失礼な奴らがいるぞ。まどかちゃんすごいです。高藤との合宿でレベルアップしたのは君たちだけじゃないということだよ。私とてスコアの取り方からマッサージ、怪我の対応から選択の仕方までを習い。すごい。
That is actually pretty important as a manager.
ネットで検索すれば大体解決するって分かったんだから。
I don't think that's actually what she said. But she did say something about the internet, so she probably looked it up.
本当にスマホ持ってる。ま、対応の速さで十分フォローできてるとは思うけどね。美咲が今いいこと言った。私はどうすれば。ごめん。
She ended up killing what little faith we had in her. Oh well, that's our Madoka.
で、ひなたくん、鏡先生に見てもらえば大丈夫かな？
No way. I mean, she can treat her injuries, but she obviously can't diagnose anything. We're gonna need an actual doctor for that.
マシロッチ、保険証持ってる？まあ、ないよね。だったら一度取りに戻らないと。
I'll handle that. You stay with Mashiro.
いえ、病院まで行くほどのことじゃありませんから。ちょっとひねっただけだと思いますし。
I do think they're making too much of a big deal out of this. But
心配してくださってありがとうございます。でも、私の不注意が原因で部活がこれ以上中断してしまうのは。
I get where she's coming from. I mean, no one ever wants to burden others. However, she shouldn't put herself at risk of further injury because of that desire. Mashiro. I look Mashiro dead in the eye. Then, I gather my resolve and decide to speak in a firm tone. Let's go to the hospital.
嫌です。
Guess I failed.
いえ、今のは相手が先輩でしたから反射的に。そうじゃなくて今のはなしっていうか。
The fact that she can joke around like this does make it feel like it's not that serious, guys. One clearly wasn't enough since she delivers a second blow. Does she actually hate me?
まあまあ、無理してウニみたいにツンツンしなくても、マサヤも純粋に心配してるだけだって。
Yeah, Masaya's a quote-unquote good guy.
ってことは、美咲先輩も私のことを心配してくださって？そりゃあね。
Misaki's response is super awkward. Guess she's embarrassed.
わかりました。私病院に行きます。まあそれがいいと思うかな。
God, like, this girl. What is wrong with you, Mashiro? My opinion of you is like at rock bottom right now. This girl is so bad.
じゃあ私付き添ってくるね。
Thanks. I'll go report this to Miss Kagami. She's probably like below Messiah, and I know I didn't even like Messiah all that much in the first episode, right? But she's probably below Messiah, man. This girl is just, what the fuck? Makes me curious though, like what her route is gonna be. Like what will make, what will make me even be interested in her? Because so far, she is not interesting at all. She likes Misaki for unknown reasons, mind you. It doesn't even feel like there's substance to why she likes her. Probably best if I keep out of her way for now. Mashiro stumbles to her feet while leaning on Madoka's shoulder.
付き添い美咲じゃなくてごめんね。これ以上部活の時間を割きたくありませんから。青柳先輩こそありがとうございます。それと
Mashiro turns her head in my direction. Mashiro gives me a somewhat awkward bow, then heads off to the hospital. One moment she's acting all cold, and then the next she's bowing to me. How am I supposed to interpret that?
スポーツをやってるわけだからな。こういうこともあるさ。気にするな。
It does, Shion, but the thing is, we are doing one of the safest sports out there, so this is why I actually feel like Mashiro wasn't focusing during practice there, which makes my opinion of her go down once again. Press claps my back to cheer me up. Seems like he's misunderstanding the situation. I'm not depressed because Mashiro got injured under my watch. Still, I do appreciate the thought. You're wrong. Well, I wasn't thinking about her injury. I was just wondering if she hates me. And honestly, that thought is nothing new. I mean, she's always polite, sometimes even to a fault, so that isn't an issue. But all our conversations feel sort of empty, like they lack any real emotion. Kinda makes me think she's forcing herself to talk to me. Up until recently, that didn't really matter. We never spent much time together, so I never once worried about it. However, now that I'm her coach, the distance between us is making my life more difficult. And I finally reach a point where I'm sure I know what's wrong. Namely, that Mashiro doesn't really like me.
そうですか？
まあ、コーチと選手となると年齢の差よりも上下関係を意識するだろうからな。反発する人間がいてもおかしくはないかもしれん。
That might be true?
それもそうだけど、私とマサヤの間に何かあるって邪推してるだけじゃないのかな。
In her case, most likely.
正直に言えば、俺もそれが一番だと思う。
マサヤさんが落ち込んでます。
No one other than Asuka is surprised by the claim, which means I'm probably right. Hell, they even think she hates me for the exact same reason I do.
マサヤさん、ファイトです。
Thanks, Asuka. I'll be fine. Don't worry. Asuka's sudden attempt to cheer me up actually helps a little. Man, it's way easier to coach someone who's this straightforward.
ひなた、あまり一人で背負い込むなよ。
Why the sudden serious music? Huh?
お前はよくやってくれている。さっき俺は上下関係の話をしたが、お前は後輩だけど、コーチとして頼もしく思っている。だが、それは一面に過ぎない。お前は俺の後輩だ。他の部員から見れば、同級生か先輩でしかない。お前はコーチなだけじゃない。頼ることを忘れるな。信用することを諦めるな。そうすれば、俺たちも答えてみせるさ。
Sorry there. I thought he was done. Prez, That's actually very nice of him to say. He's blowing things out of proportion, but his words are quite soothing.
あ、だいたい筋肉が解決してくれるんだよな。
No, maybe soothing wasn't the right word there. Only Prez would ever find talking about muscles comforting.
そうですよ、マセヤさん。私でよければ力いっぱいお手伝いします。
Yeah, I feel like this is how a club should be, right? Supporting each other and whatnot. I feel like when I was in high school, there was a very big sense of, you know, when you're not belonging in a specific club. I never actually felt this, so it was pretty depressing to say the least. When I was in a club in high school. I was in a choir club, by the way. Asuka chimes in with an excited tone. Thanks. Asuka's going kind of overboard, but that honestly suits her.
マセヤさんはマシロちゃんと仲良くしたいんですよね。だったら簡単です。仲良くしちゃえばいいんです。
It's that easy, huh, Asuka?
うまく飛びたいのに飛べないなら練習します。ですから仲良くなりたいときは仲良くすればいいんですよ。
True. Honestly, that makes no sense. But her enthusiasm is contagious. And I can't say I hate that.
じゃ、私はこれで。
Hey, wait. Where do you think you're going?
だってマサヤマシロと仲良くなりたいんでしょ？だったら私と距離を置くのが得策かなーって。
Well, Misaki is the number one reason Mashiro hates me. But taking her out of the equation won't solve anything. I mean, we can't just avoid each other forever. Plus, I know that's not why Misaki's trying to leave. You can't fool me. You just want to skip practice, don't you? That's my biggest worry when it comes to Misaki.
そんなことないってば。ないよ。ないかも。
At least try to sound more convincing. She's really bad at lying. Maybe this isn't the best time to bring up my concerns. But as they say, there's no time like the present. Misaki. Just watch her leave? Hell no! The fuck? Why the fuck would I just watch her leave? Is this gonna boost her points? Or... yeah, I think this might boost her points. I don't mind boosting my points with Misaki though. I don't hate her. I feel like Mashiro... I don't necessarily hate her either, but I don't like her. Yeah, she's probably one of the people that I would probably avoid contact for sure. Can't you work a little harder? It's not like she's being lazy, but I can tell she's holding back. That really makes me wonder if her heart is in it at all. Does Misaki actually enjoy FC?
やってるって本気出してるよ。
No, you aren't. I mean, back when you faced Shindo-san... I stopped before I finished that sentence. Misaki looks rather annoyed right now, which is rare for her. Guess this wasn't the right time to bring that up. Misaki...
私は私なりに本気でやってるよ。マサヤが真剣なのはわかるけどさ。
Look, at least tell me what the problem is. If you don't...
じゃ、行くから。
Hey, wait up! We weren't done here! Oh, aren't. I can't just let her go off on her own when she's clearly upset.
じゃあまた明日。
Unfortunately, Misaki disregards my words and flies off. I felt that actually reduced my points with her. Not that I actually mind. That is my choice after
マ
all.
サヤさん、
Asuka has approached me.
ミサキちゃん、マシロちゃんのところにお見舞いに行くつもりなんじゃないでしょうか。
Does she really care about Mashiro? I don't know. I don't know about their dynamic, man. Why would she care about Mashiro? There must be some underlying, like, reason, right? Oh. Yeah, maybe. How'd I miss that? I'm an idiot. Makes sense that she's too embarrassed to tell us that's what she wants to do. However, Mashiro said she didn't want Misaki to waste practice time. So the way I see it, not finishing practice is actually the wrong choice on Masaki's part. You know, this just goes to show that my relationship with Masaki is pretty rocky too. Great. Just great.
きっとそうですよ。
Asuka snaps me out of my thoughts with those words, then looks up at me with sparkling eyes and a beaming smile. Yeah, I hope so. I respond with a smile of my own. Okay, only you two are left, but we'll continue our practice anyway.
望むところだ。
Man, I thought that I was pretty, like, not really, what's the word I'm looking for? I thought that I'm quite perceptible? Perceptive? Yeah, perceptive is the word I'm looking for about these things, but I really don't think Misaki actually cares all that much about Mashiro. But I guess we'll see.
また勝てなかった。
She's probably talking about when she lost to Shindo. Maybe she is doing like, when in boxing there's like shadow boxing, she's probably doing trying to repeat what happened in her brain or something like that.
高藤のキャプテン。
In sports, you kind of do this, right? You kind of imagine yourself like training in your mind. I do it quite often too when I'm cycling, actually. It's good to mentally train yourself.
もう一回。あ、誰？
You look good out there, but you're gonna tire yourself out at this rate.
マサヤ？
Misaki is surprised to see me. Of course she is. After Misaki left early, we carried on and finished practice, so it's been quite a while. Plus, this spot is near Misaki's place, which is nowhere near my house. Why don't you try doing that during practice? I can actually throw a couple pointers your way if you do. Misaki has a grave look on her face. Who are you imagining, there we go, as your opponent there? She was darting about wildly in an attempt to keep up with some invisible opponent. Since she said she lost again, maybe it was Shindo-san.
別に最近無性に飛びたくなる時があってがむしゃらに飛ばないとおかしくなりそうになるだけ。
I'm guessing lately means since the training camp with Takafuji. Is she actually gonna be one of those guys who put in the effort but don't want people to know? Is that gonna be her trope? I wasn't completely convinced a moment ago, but based on her reaction, I can tell she was shadowboxing with Shindo-san. Then do that during practice. And also, apologize to Asuka tomorrow.
どうして？
Because she believed in you. She refused to even entertain the thought that Misaki was skipping practice. Though to be fair, solo practice isn't exactly skipping.
よくわかんないけど練習サボったことなら明日謝っておく。というわけで帰って。
Her words are calm, but her expression is pretty cold. I'm sorry for showing up out of the blue. You didn't answer your phone, so I caught your place and your grandmother told me I could probably find you here.
おばあちゃんが？
Her stern expression softens at the mention of her grandmother. Actually, I missed one step there. I called Madoka first to confirm that Misaki didn't go visit Mashiro. See? What did I say? There's no way that Misaki is like going to visit Mashiro. What did I say? She's not... I feel like she doesn't care about Mashiro all that much.
じゃあ結局私のとこに来たよって何？
About that, I strained my posture even though we're midair, and then... Please, Misaki, help me win over Mashiro. I bow my head to her.
Huh?
Misaki's eyes widened in surprise. Guess she wasn't expecting that.
要はマサヤとマシロが仲良くなるアドバイスをしろと？
Oh yeah, sorry if I gave you the wrong idea.
まあちょっと面白かったけどね。 マサヤとマシロのカップリングとか想像しただけでご飯が進みそう。
Misaki chuckles to herself.
でもさ、マサヤ分かってる？あの子がマサヤにそっけない理由ってほぼ私だよ。
That's exactly why you're the only one I can turn to for help. Keeping you at arm's length won't change anything at this point.
あえて近づいても火に油を注ぐだけじゃない？
I mean, I'm not trying to get all buddy-buddy. I just need some advice. You know Mashiro better than anyone, so you're the perfect choice.
分かったような分からないような。
Oh, that's it? I thought she was gonna say something more. Well, Press told me I should rely on you guys more, which makes sense to me. I probably seem like a total loser right now, but I can't let my worries hold me back.
本当に私が原因ならすぐ解決できる方法があるけど。
And that is?
マシロをしっかりと安心させる。具体的には私がマシロの望む関係になる。
This is so weird. I mean, I kinda know that, you know, in Japan, there's like this phase where girls actually like each other and idolize like their senpai and stuff. But I don't actually know whether or not that's real, you know, that's based on a real story, or is it like super exaggerated? But to me, it just feels so weird. I hope I'm not the only one that thinks that. I stare at Misaki in shock. Is she serious? Would you want to do that?
いいわけないでしょ。何をどこまで望まれてるのかわからないのに。
Oh, okay. For some reason, I feel a little relieved. Actually, I've been wondering... What is your relationship exactly?
そうやって改まって聞かれると私も頭が痛くなりそうなんだけど。いい子なんだけどね。甘い顔するとどこまでも再現なくなっちゃうんだ。
How'd you two first meet? Maybe knowing that will help somehow.
それは私一人の話じゃないから言えないかな。
I see.
多分普通の正しい形としてはさ、信頼とかって日々の言動の積み重ねが裏付けてくんだよ。
I guess that's true. I hope that works. If I keep trying, I'll close the distance between us someday. Though, that's only in the best case scenario.
単純に積み重ねる時間がまだ短すぎるってのはあるだろうね。
I probably spend the same amount of time with you, to be honest, Misaki. Her personality is just weird.
誰も悪くないんだから、いつか時間が解決するだろうけど、それを待っていられない現状があるわけで。
Then again, me and Misaki are classmates, so we probably talk a lot more often.
さらに真白の場合は、私を挟んでスタート地点が通常よりもさらに後方だし。
Yup. She probably doesn't even want to talk to me. Man, what a pain. Gotta say though...
というか、何？
Oh, sorry. You seem to be enjoying yourself. To be honest, I expected her to find my cry for help annoying.
どうだろう。
She seems to be lost in thought right now.
そうだね。いつも偉そうなマサヤがそこそこの付き合いで初めて私に首相に相談してきたから面白がってるのかも。
Do you hate me too?
まあまあ、嫌いじゃないよ私は。
She didn't say she likes you, she just says, I don't dislike you. Just like what I said to, you know, Mashiro. Kinda hard to accept that right now.
相談料は何かな？
She could at least pretend to care about something other than the reward. How about I reward you based on your results? You'll get as much udon as your work deserves.
こうなったら荒領事しかないと思うんだよね。
Glad that upped her motivation. Ah, and your last resort is what exactly? What does she mean? Hey, where are we going?
任せなさいって。
Apparently, Misaki's last resort has something to do with pudding, since she made me buy her some at the convenience store. And now she's taking me to some other strange place. This isn't anywhere near her house.
降りるよ。
Huh? This is... Seriously, where are we? That's Tanuki eating some udon, so probably an udon shop. You want me to pay up front?
それでもいいけど、そういう意味じゃないんだな。
Misaki giggles as she says that.
もうちょっとだけ黙ってついてきて。
Is this her house? Okay, now we've actually entered the place.
いらっしゃいませ。って、あら、みさきちゃん。いらっしゃい。
Yeah, this is probably her mom.
こんにちは、ボタンさん。
A young waitress approaches us. Seems like they're acquainted.
あら
The young woman finally notices me.
あらあらあらあら。まあまあまあまあ。
Damn you, Ara Ara girl.
彼氏
The waitress covers her mouth with the tray in her hand as she asks Misaki that question. Is this actually her sister or something? That did say young woman, but I don't know, she can kind of fit a mom description, right? In my mind. Not that it matters, but I can hear every single word she's saying.
だったらよかったんですけどね。
Misaki casually answers her in a sarcastic tone.
そうなんだ。残念。じゃあ、おうどん何にする？みさきちゃん？
Misaki? What? Cold sweat erupts from her body. Her breathing grows heavy. Her body starts to quiver, and her eyes even become teary. She seems to be struggling real hard here, which has me confused.
いえ、後で。
Oh, just because she's denying her favorite food? Ah, okay, whatever, Misaki.
あら、そうなの？
Can't believe it's this hard for her to say no to udon. Pretty lame that Misaki's more flustered by that question than when the waitress asked if I was her boyfriend. Kind of hurts even. Why are you holding back? Just go get something.
私の一世一代の決意を邪魔しないで。
Oh, come on, you can't be serious.
じゃなくて、帰ってきてます？あら、心配してきてくれたのね。大したことないみたいだし、もうそろそろ帰ってくる頃だと思うけど。
Worried? Nothing serious? Something about that sounds awfully familiar. You're not the brightest tool in the shed, are you, Messiah?
食べないなら上に上がって待ってる？いいですか？どうぞ。お茶とジュースどっちがいい？大丈夫です。お構いなく。
Okay, I'm officially lost. Huh? I hurriedly bow in response to her smile, then quickly follow after Misaki to keep myself from getting left behind. Whoa! I don't even know how to describe this room. I don't know why I had a hard time saying describe. It's not messy per se, but there's so much stuff around that it definitely comes off that way.
マサヤ、中に入らないの？
I have a bad feeling about this.
じゃあずっと廊下にいるつもり？
No, I'm coming. Urged on by her a second time, I step into the room. I feel like it's actually very impolite to step into another person's room without them, you know, consenting. This is a breach of privacy, in my opinion.
ゲームでもしてみる？
I already feel bad about entering the room, So there's no way I can just casually play games in here without even knowing who the owner is. I look around the room again, and other than consoles that are sprawled across the floor, there are a ton of plushies in different sizes that all share a similar design. It's a cat-like creature that has Vile God written on it.
あー、それなんだっけ。モンタッタってゲームのお助けだったかな。手伝って戦ってくれるやつ。
So why is it called Vile God exactly? Nah, that's probably something I'm better off not knowing. You sure seem to know a lot about this stuff.
新作が出るたびにゲームをゲーム機ごと渡されてプレイしたからね。一緒にやってくれる人いないんだってさ。あの子、基本いい子キャラして猫かぶってるから。
She says she's like a cat. Shit, don't tell me. Where exactly are we? I mean, this obviously isn't your place.
あれ、言ってなかったっけ。真っ白の部屋だよ。
I knew it! I bolt out of the room.
どうしたの？
That makes perfect sense. I mean, the room has a refined aura of elegance and class. I compliment the room in an attempt to paint over my mistake.
まさや、入ってすぐにうわーって言ってたよね。
Just be honest, Messiah. At this point, I think you're being very disingenuous by saying that. Don't tell her. Promise you won't say anything to Mashiro, okay? I'm not just acting. I'm super desperate here.
大丈夫だって。コンビニでプリン買ったでしょ。あの子の大好きな生クリームの乗ってるやつ。
Is she really that easy to please? You maybe buy a present for her? The plastic bag from the convenience store is in my hand as I flail about randomly. But after hearing that, I gently set it down.
あの子、トウモロコシも大好きなんだけど、おばあちゃんが作ってるのは早くても6月にならないと取れないから。
Listen, I'm not worried about the state of her room, you hear? The real problem is that I just took a good look at all her stuff without her permission.
まさや、必死すぎない？
I think that's actually the correct, you know, the correct attitude for this situation. I personally am very private myself. So having someone that I'm not very close with in my room definitely makes me uncomfortable. Though I don't really have anything to hide, it just, you know, it doesn't feel good to have someone I'm not close with in my room, right? Can you blame me? I mean, I made a similar mistake before, which ended pretty poorly. Thanks for the fan service game. Anyway, I'm out of here.
ここなら腹を割って話せると思ったのに。
If anything, it'll be a dagger to heart talk.
お、うまいこと言った感ある。
This isn't funny. Look, you wouldn't like it if I just barge into your room, right?
私だったら大して気にしないと思うけど。
Well, aren't we special?
ボタンさんが上がってって言ってくれたし。
And you should have politely declined. Actually, now that I think about it, Mashiro's sister must have thought we came to check on Mashiro, since she got injured earlier. Ah, I messed up. As her coach, I should have apologized to her family right away. We're past that point now, though.
もしかして、真っ白傷つくかな。
If she finds out, yeah. I can't tell whether she'll snap or cry, but I'm sure it'll be bad either way.
どうしよう。
Misaki quietly drops her shoulders. Wait, she's seriously sad about all this? Misaki usually treats Mashiro quite coldly, but maybe she actually cares a whole lot about her. She could just be showing affection in her own weird way. It's real hard to tell though. Yeah, you guys' relationship make my head like very confused. Why can't it be just a normal straight relationship, you know? What is going on? Why is there puzzles? Why is there riddles in what your relationship is? I'm sorry. Having returned downstairs with Misaki and finding that there happens to be no customers around, I apologized to Botan-san without a moment's delay.
あら、何が？
I explained that it's for both not introducing myself earlier and letting Mashiro get injured.
そんなこといいのよ。気にしないで。
According to what she said, Mashiro herself, Madoka, and Aoi-san already informed her of Mashiro getting injured.
それと、真っ白の怪我については、話を聞く限り、あの子のドジだし。本人もそう言ってたわ。
Well, it is only fair game that, you know, the coach apologizes because it is under his watch. But,
母親の言うことだから、信用してくださいな。ね、マサヤ先輩。
yeah, see, this is her mom, right? Huh?
部活でのこと、真っ白から聞いているわ。いい先輩だって。
She was actually talking me up at home? Here I was under the impression she didn't like me. Or wait, is her mother just lying to make me feel better? While I'm standing there feeling kind of awkward,
こちらこそ、真っ白がお世話になっています。これからもよろしくお願いします。
with that, she bows her head to me. Also, Botan-san,
何かしら？
I'm surprised you aren't actually Mashiro's sister.
あら、嬉しい。おうどん、食べてきなさい。ごちそうしちゃうから。
I'm not trying to flatter her, I swear. No matter how I look at her, she doesn't seem anywhere old enough to be Mashiro's mother. Mashiro looks young for her age too, and that still isn't enough to change things in my mind. Before answering, I bow one more time and...
ただいま。
The sudden arrival of someone makes me hurriedly raise my head. There were no customers before now, so it wasn't a problem. But it could spark weird rumors if someone saw me standing around with my head bowed.
マサヤ先輩？
Turns out it's not a customer, but a wide-eyed Mashiro.
ちょっとやめてください。困ります。
She quickly approaches us, making sure she doesn't put weight on her injured foot. Whoa, careful! Don't push yourself.
先輩がそんなことしてるからじゃないですか。
I try to stop her, but she ignored me and reaches us in short order. She isn't using crutches, and I don't see a cast either. Maybe it was taped together. They could have just bandaged it too. Well, I'm just glad the injury isn't anything too serious. That's a relief. But that aside... what are you telling me to stop doing exactly?
どうせ先輩のことですから。怪我をしたのはコーチのせいだって私のミスなのに謝ってたんじゃないですか？
She's right on the money. Botan-san literally just pointed that out a moment ago as well. Guess that one moment she saw me bowing my head to Botan-san told the whole story.
私は私で判断して行動してます。そういう勘違いはやめてください。
Messiah definitely is responsible though for his age. I mean, I've never been a coach, so this is not something that would occur to me naturally, but Messiah definitely takes being a coach super seriously. I gotta give him props where it's due. I'm sorry, I didn't really think things through.
真っ白。
Botan-san calls out to Mashiro in an admonishing manner. I'm guessing she doesn't like her harsh tone. Mashiro stares back at her sharply, seemingly getting ready to argue.
またやっちゃったな。
But her anger deflates like a balloon.
すみません。頭の中では先輩の意図とか一応理解しているつもりなんですけど。
Huh? Seeing Mashiro acting all polite throws me for a loop.
真っ白。美咲先輩、いらしてたんですか？
How unusual. Seems Mashiro has only just noticed Misaki.
診察結果どうだって？捻挫です。1週間くらいで治るそうで。 そっか。うん、その程度で済んでよかったね。心配して様子を見に来てくださったんですか？今日はマサヤの付き添いで。
A little bit of lip service wouldn't have hurt, yet Misaki just tells her the truth. Man, like I thought earlier, she's usually pretty cool to Mashiro.
マサヤ先輩の付き添いで。
Ugh. And now that Misaki's involved, I have a feeling Mashiro is going to get upset. However,
ごめんなさい、美咲先輩。少しマサヤ先輩とお話ししたいんですけど。じゃあ、私は帰るよ。もともと付き添いできたからね。そうですか。残念ですけど、わかりました。
things have taken a very different turn.
それじゃね、マサヤ。頑張って。
I'm actually kind of lost. What is going on?
マサヤ先輩、こちらへ。
Is her persona about liking Misaki also just a persona? Yeah. Before I fully grasp the situation, I end up sitting across from Mashiro at a corner table.
いらっしゃいませ。
Customers have also started to appear, which makes this all feel even more weird.
何から話せばいいのかって感じですが。
Mashiro seems to be having a hard time as her eyes dart about and her fingers fidget in place. Then, apparently finally having gathered her resolve,
ちょっと待っててください。
Mashiro? She dashes upstairs after saying that. What's she up to? That's... I see one of those Vile God plushies I saw in Mashiro's room in the chair across from me.
あー、聞こえます？
Mashiro's voice comes from the plushie. Man, this is weird. I agree. What the fuck is going on? Seems like she put a phone with an ongoing call under it. Are you seriously using that plushie as a proxy? I ask as I turn to face the thing. Look, I'm having a hard time taking this seriously. Can't you just come back?
嫌です。
That was fast.
想像なさってるのなら、多分それが答えです。そっとしておいて、そのこと話してください。
My bad?
いいですね。先輩が喋ってるのは邪神ちゃんで、私じゃないんです。わかりましたね。
Jashin-chan? Whatever. Okay. I feel like it'd be fun to tease her about it, but now is clearly not the time. Honestly, this whole thing with the plushie is actually kind of cute. It is? It is? What? I don't understand how your brain works, Messiah. This is just weird.
さて、ではお話を聞きましょうか。
I guess she's embarrassed to talk about this? Personally, I hope the conversation's just as cute, but that's not likely. Okay, then to start things off, I'm sorry. You're so upset with me that you don't even want to see my face, right? I assume that's one of the reasons she doesn't want to talk to me directly. In that case, it's better to get it out of the way, yeah? Mashiro?
まあ、それもありますけど。
To my surprise, Mashiro stammers a bit.
単に恥ずかしいだけよ。
Huh?
お母さん。はい、お茶。
Man, I really feel like I'm too old for this shit. I guess I can understand her being embarrassed, but... I don't know. Mashiro's mother places a cup of tea on the table as she says that.
真っ赤にしてる顔、見られたくないのよ、きっと。ちょっとお母さん。まあ、許してあげてね。あの子も女の子だし、恥ずかしがり屋だから。
Okay.
ちょっと。そんなに泣きそうな顔で心配しなくても大丈夫よ。 別に変な顔にはなっていないから。
Huh? Mashiro suddenly pokes her head out when she hears that. But then, she immediately hides again.
引っかかった、引っかかった。お母さん、もうあっち行ってて。
These two probably have a very good relationship.
マシロかわいい。こら！
Mashiro's mom moves the plushie's arms up and down. Those aren't the real Mashiro's arms, but for whatever reason, she's acting like they are.
お母さん！
I'm way too old for this though. I actually do not see this as cute, but I guess I can understand why some people would say this is cute.
はいはい。
Mashiro's acting like a child right now. Guess that's just how people are around their parents. She didn't even say anything. She just said, In the end, Mashiro comes out to talk to me directly. So wait, what was even the point of using... I forgot what it's called in Japanese. Something-chan. Joshin-chan? Do meow in the first place.
それで、今日はどういうことなんですか？
I just wanted to check up on you. Or actually, no. Should I just be honest here? Will it cause any problems if I tell her I want us to get along better? Yeah, who am I kidding? It'd be really creepy. Still, I won't get anywhere if she doesn't know how I feel, so I've got no choice. It's for a club. If this doesn't work for Mashiro, I'll just have to search for a different way. I want us to get closer. Wording, Messiah, wording! Oh, don't misunderstand. I only mean as fellow club members. Yeah, honesty is the best policy. I wonder how she'll react.
なるほど。そうだったんですか。
Okay, that's... okay.
わあ、それはわざわざありがとうございます。私もマサヤ先輩とは仲良くなりたいなって常々思ってたんですよ。
Well, that's easy.
これからぜひよろしくお願いしますね。
Great! A smile appears on Mashiro's face. However, I sense a bit of melancholy behind it, almost as if she feels lonely. Maybe she's still mad at me. Maybe she just wants to be done with conversation. With this conversation, I think. Or maybe she actually means it and I'm reading too deeply into things. Who cares? I just need to trust her. Okay. Let's work on that starting tomorrow. Also, I'll say this one last time. Sorry about today. I started to get up.
ちょっと待ってください。
Mm-hmm.
さっきので本来は済ますところなんですけど、その...
Hmm? She seems sort of hesitant about saying whatever's on the tip of her tongue.
一つお聞きしたいんですけど、
Go right ahead.
先輩ってどこか同年代に思えないというか、大人っぽくて憧れるとかじゃないですよ。
Thanks for always going out of your way to inflict that extra bit of damage, Mashiro.
ただ強くてニューゲームっていうんですかね。
Okay, is she just gonna use like gaming terms from this point onward? Yeah, he is kind of mature, I get it, Mashiro.
今の先輩って興味あることあるのかなとか、熱くなることあるのかなって。
Ah.
先輩？
Mashiro calls out to me in a questioning tone.
私言い過ぎました？
Oh no, it's fine. The damage has been already done. Has been already done? I think that's supposed to be has already been done. That's gotta be a typo. So there's no point complaining now.
本当ですか？
Yeah, you just surprised me there. I never dreamt that was what you thought of me. She seems surprised. Guess I touched a sore spot. Crap. She must feel as bad as I do right now. You okay?
本当は
Hmm?
本当はもう少し突っ込んだことを言いたいんですけど、先輩のことよく知らないのに言うのもひどいかと。
You can't be serious. You're saying you've got even worse things to say about me? I mean, I don't think that's actually, like, that bad. Right? I feel like she's just saying that you're stoic in a very not so pleasing way. But I don't think that's bad of a, you know, that's that bad. I'm scared.
ですからこれ
Huh? Before I know it, Masha is holding out her hand to me. And that hand is holding a PSQ. I suppose that's supposed to be a Vita. But
気にしないでください。うち3台ありますから。
Jesus! This girl must be pretty rich. What the fuck? Why do you have 3? Wait, that's beside the point.
FC やっててこんな感じなんだから、別の方法しかないんじゃありませんか？
I suck at video games.
私 FC 苦手です。合宿とか行っても相手にされませんし。
She looks pretty upset. Hold on. Is she actually mad about what happened back then? Still. Wait, what happened back then? I don't think anything happened.
まあ、ちょっとやってみましょう。勝手な狼藉の罰ゲームだと思って。
Is she mad because she wasn't able to do well in the training camp? Is that it? Punishment?
先輩がゲームやってるとこ見てみたいだけですから。
I have a feeling she doesn't have a very nice personality. Well, I guess it'll work as common ground if I do. Got it. And so, Mashiro hands me her PSQ in a somewhat forceful manner. After that, I leave Mashiro's place and make my way back home. I'm not quite sure whether our relationship has improved, but oh well. Should be a positive development, I think. Gazing at the PSQ she gave me, I force myself to believe that. Guess I should stop here. I finished studying early and pull out Mashiro's present. I sit down with Mashiro's PSQ in my hands. To be honest, I'm not exactly excited to use this thing.
今の先輩って興味あることあるのかなとか、熱くなることあるのかなって。
Man, she sure didn't mince words. I get up and head over to my dresser as a wry smile rises to my face. I rummage around the drawer with all my stuff in it, then pull something out from the bag. Graph shoes that are now too small for me to wear. I told myself I would never take them out again, yet here I am, doing exactly that. This has been happening a lot lately. Is it still weighing down on my mind? I honestly don't know the answer to that question at this point. Back then, my anger was so intense that it took my breath away, and it mixed with other emotions to form a deep bog within my mind. Simply looking at these shoes made me unable to stand. But now, all I'm feeling is a tightness in my chest. And that kind of makes me feel sad. It's all in the past now. I mean, sure, I'm involved with FC again, but it's not the same. However, now that I think about it, I haven't been all that passionate about anything since I quit FC. I wasn't doing it on a conscious level, but maybe I was, in a way, putting on the brakes. And maybe, just maybe, that's also true for my job as a coach. Guess I'll try and get absorbed in something again. Mashiro's gift is a good opportunity for me to get out of my comfort zone. Really? You're gonna get into games? Really? This is how it's gonna go? I should give it a shot. Actually, maybe I should check a guide first. I doubt I'm going to like it that much, but it's better to have a plan in mind if you want to make effective progress. I turn on my computer. Oh, I got a new email. After reading it, I type my reply.
ひなたさん
After I go back and forth over email, I hear a voice from the window. Why email though? Why can't you guys just chat or something? Good evening, Ichinose. She was the one who emailed me. We've been exchanging pictures that were taken during the training camp.
よかった
She seems awfully relieved. What's that all about?
いえ、いつもならこうやって窓を開けてお話しされるので、もしかしたらお体の具合でも良くないのかと。
You really mean that?
はい？
Oh, no, never mind. Seems my earlier experience with Mashiro has made me develop a slight distrust of women. Well, I doubt I have to worry about Ichinose at all. Thanks for worrying about me.
いえいえ、とんでもありません。むしろひなたさんこそ何かされていたんでしたら申し訳ありません。
Sure, I was in the middle of something, but I'm probably the worst offender between the two of us.
理由ですか？
Ryu, I think, is reason, right? So I don't actually know what Masaya was actually saying on the previous sentence. I've kind of come to realize that it's not a good idea to peek into a girl's room just because we happen to be neighbors.
覗いてたんですか？
Of course not! I never do something like that,
ですよね。
says the guy who clearly wanted to peek at Masaki when we were at the bus. Ichinose nods, clearly believing my words.
それにしっかりと自衛手段を取らせていただいてますし。
Does she mean wearing shorts under her skirts or what?
突然や無理やりだと困りますけどね。
Okay. Why did you have to say that? That's kind of weird. I can't apologize enough for that. I didn't do that in the training camp. That was clearly a mistake. When she brings that up, all I can do is apologize.
冗談ですよ。
Well, I'm not.
そんなひなたさんだと思うから、私はそれほど警戒してないんですよ。
Thanks. This girl is very simple and honest. It'd be nice if a certain someone learned a few things from her.
それにしても、どうして突然そんなことを気にされるようになったんですか？
Well, you could say something close to that happened. Something that made me want to do better, basically.
近いこと？
Let's just say I got the chance to enter a girl's room. Ichinose seems to be at a loss for words. Ichinose?
それはそうですよ。女の子の部屋をチロチロ見るなんて。アスカさんだってきっとすごい勇気を出したんだと思いますし。
This girl sure likes to live in Fantasyland. Wait! Hold on! I feel like you're totally misreading the situation. She's probably assuming that I'm either going over to Asuka's or already have. You know, Ichinose has some issues too. She just won't give up on the idea of me and Asuka as an item. Still, I better clear this up before it's too late. So yeah, I was just about to start playing Monster Eater. Eater.
モンタットですか。
I can't believe that's the official abbreviation. It sounds stupid. Someone should put an end to it.
ちょっと前に最新作が出たんですよね。
You playing it?
前作までは友達とやってましたけど、私はまだ部活も始めたばかりですし。
Oh, okay. Can you give me some tips then?
アドバイ
Ichinose looks up for a moment as she thinks.
そういうのも含めて有坂さんに尋ねてみたらいいんじゃないでしょうか。
How do you know about that? True. Can't argue with that logic. Guess I'd better consult Lord Joshin-chan? Should I just say that or Doomeow? I don't know. Doomeow is so bad though. God. Tomorrow. The next day, I go over to Mashiro's classroom first thing in the morning.
先輩
Is a proper way to greet someone? There's something I wanted to... Hey! She stops me from continuing, then pulls at my sleeve while leading me away.
ちょっとこっちへ。
What's the deal? She drags me away from her classroom's entrance, heading toward a part of the hallway where we're mostly alone.
朝一番から来たと思ったら武器の特性を教えてくれって。
Oh, come on. How am I supposed to understand anything with the short explanation the game gave me?
一応やる気はあるんですね。
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I just started and I'm currently trying to learn the controls by playing tutorial quests. However, I ended up confused by the weapon choices. Okay. I think that's okay. My brain, for some reason, wanted to have a being confused by the weapon choices there. I mean, there are so many different ones. That's why I'm here to ask Mashiro for advice.
と言ってもそれぞれ特性や癖がありますし、属性もあるので進めるのも難しいんですけど、そもそも一つの武器に絞らなくてもいいですし。
Learning all of them right away isn't really possible, though.
好みはあります？前衛後衛とか、あと近距離と遠距離、効率重視とかいろいろありますし。
You know he doesn't play games, right, Mashiro?
あと武器で性格占うってのもありますよ。結構当たるって評判なんで逆算で入れてみてもいいかも。先輩はめんどくさがりなので体験ですかね。
She didn't really say lazy. Mendoksa is like, don't really care about tactics, I assume. Basically, an easy weapon, right? Don't go calling me lazy. I'd say that fits Misaki way better.
適当なことを言わないでください。
My apologies. The atmosphere itself is peaceful, but we're both clearly at odds already. Didn't I pick up this game to solve our issues? This just seems to be making things worse. Okay, so what weapon is Misaki using?
美咲先輩は覚えるのめんどくさいってそもそもやってません。
Still wanna say I'm the lazy one? I knew it. Well, I guess it's pretty similar to FC in a way.
はい？
Personality plays a huge hand in what playstyle you pick. Hold on. So then Mashiro is... Are you using a weapon that fits you?
どういう意味ですか？
How is she confused? I meant exactly what I said.
教えるのやめようかな。生徒がこんなに反抗的じゃ教える気がしないな。
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm being a bad student here.
どうしようかな。って先輩相手にやってもですね。
Gah! Man, she sure knows how to push my buttons.
おはよう、有坂。
おはよう中島くん。今朝も元気そうだね。
That's one quick change in attitude. Damn it! I swear I'll get good enough to make her eat her cheeky words.
ねえひなたくん、モンタって始めたんだって？
Is this gonna be the main chapter? Us learning how to play Monster Hunter? This is pretty entertaining, I guess. Stupid, like, chapter, but I can't deny it's entertaining. Yeah, I kinda have to now.
じゃ ゃあ部活が終わったらみんなでやりましょ
You sure?
う。もちろんですよ。そうなると思って。
Model couples at a finely decorated PSQ.
没収。
Wow. Sucks to be you.
違うんです先生。ダメって言ったのに PSQ が勝手についてきちゃったんです。
そうか。じゃあ悪い子の PSQ にしっかりと説教しておくから放課後になったら迎えに来なさい。文句はないな。
At least you can get it the same day. I think usually for me, if you get like if something is confiscated, you actually need to have your parents get the item. If you yourself come, you can't get it back. And you gotta wait like a week. First offense is a week, second offense, 2 weeks, etc, etc. It keeps getting longer and longer. That's what I'd call a one-hit KO.
ああ、何も言えないですね。
Later that day, after practice, so we're just gonna skip learning about FC and just play Monster Hunter, huh? Madoka is acting all giddy with her newly reclaimed PSQ in hand.
まさかこんなに大勢でやるなんて。
Mashiro, who's basically the one who started all this, is a bit daunted by the situation. Wanna call it off then?
まさや先輩は本当に意地悪ですね。
Mashiro directs a glare at me as she says that. Guess I'd better steer clear of any further comments of that nature. Is it really fine for us to play here? I try to get a serious answer out of our manager.
背徳的でよくない？
Yeah, I prefer to avoid the PSQ confiscation ending, personally. It may be after school, but this is still our club room. If she finds us out, Aoi-san will definitely chew us out.
どれくらいやったんですか？
Oh, I basically just finished creating my character. Are you gonna join us, Misaki?
みんながやるならやる。
I like that about Misaki. Okay, time to start, I guess. Yeah, I guess she doesn't want to be a downer, right? Doesn't want to be the one that makes the atmosphere bad by leaving herself out. I actually am a pretty selfish guy, so if everyone is like, say, doing X together, I'd probably just be doing something else on the corner. We pick a giant boar kill quest that's for beginners. I suggest playing the tutorial to try out different weapons first, but that boring idea is shot down instantly.
体験にしよう。
What's the personality tied to that again?
いいんです。
Mashiro ignores my little jab. Asuka chooses sword and shield, and Madoka goes with a bow.
まどかちゃんはエレガント。の部屋がいっぱいに。
Well, it only goes up to 4 players. First come, first served. I was gonna say, yeah, Monster Hunter, as popular as it is, it actually only has a 4-player co-op. I figure their weapon and armor choices probably reflect their personality and FC playstyle, but since I'm new to the game, I have no way of figuring any of that out. Anyway, time to get started. It goes pretty well despite us being beginners, but by the time we start to get used to the game, an enemy that puts us in our place appears.
また死んじゃいました。
What the? Is there actually a way to beat this thing? I don't even stand a chance. The monster's ferocious charge sends me and Asuka flying, but Mashiro and even Misaki, who's playing Mon Eat 4 for the first time, successfully dodged it.
さすが美咲先輩、筋がいいです。
Can't say I'm surprised that Misaki is the fastest learner among us three newbies.
ましろ、さっきの。はい、くらえ。
I mean, she played the previous ones before. There's not a lot of differences in every of the new iterations of the game. The screen flashes and the monster is hit with the confused status.
今ですよしえいえい
Naturally, I try to jump in. I'm taking you down.
どうして武器を研いでるんですか
I don't know. How'd I even manage that?
美咲先輩すごいです天才です
You probably should learn the controls first, Messiah. You probably, like, push one of the directional buttons by, you know, mistake.
あんまり嬉しくないけど一応ありがと
Here are the results of our first Monit session. Misaki, surprisingly talented. Asuka, will be good given enough practice. Me, has trouble even pressing the right buttons. That's pretty depressing. I didn't know I was this bad. No, wait. I know I'm at least average.
う今度一緒にイビル狩りに行きましょ
Not sure what that's supposed to be referencing to.
うごめんちょっと何言ってるのかわからない
The two of them appear quite excited. How should I put this? I feel like a loser who's watching the people who beat me collect their prizes. No, that's a terrible comparison.
マサヤさんにも苦手なものってあるんですね
Obviously. My fellow loser, Asuka, consoles me, and I react in turn.
アスカ先輩こっちの装備とか向いてるんじゃないですかねどれどれ
Huh? An instant later, I lose my only comrade. Guess I'm on my own now.
でしたらマサヤさんも
Looks like she's trying to invite me to join them. Almost sounds like she's taking pity on me even.
先輩にはまだちょっと
Hey! I mean, you have a point, but come on!
先輩
Mashiro stretches out her right hand to me. What?
これ右手ですわかります
No? Are you saying I was so bad that I couldn't tell left from right?
ゴーリゴーリゴーリゴーリ
I actually don't know what she's saying there, and I don't know what the hell his shink is. Yeah, you got a pretty nasty personality, Mashiro. Quit making the Wheatstone sound. Okay, I see. I hate being taunted by her, but having our normal positions reversed is almost refreshing in a way.
気持ちいいな
Well, it's good that she's having fun, so I won't complain. Okay, I need to focus on learning the controls for now. I mutter those words to myself after Mashiro distances herself a little. I need to do this to bridge the gap between us.
ちょっと私はそのね
Yeah, I'll at least master the controls by tomorrow.
いい加減泣くぞすっげえめんどくさい泣き方すんぞ
Anyway, aim for the top 8. Now you guys talk about FC. With that, our after-practice gaming club had a successful yet slightly stormy launch. This, situation reminds me of this anime. Like, it's a pretty old anime that I watch in... Was it middle school or high school? I think middle school. Called Boku wa Tomodachi ga Sukunai. There was like an episode where everyone was actually playing Monster Hunter together. It's basically a club for people that couldn't make friends. It was a decent watch, in my opinion. Day 2.
3落ちすると終わっちゃうからマサヤは少し下がってて
Sorry. I messed everything up again. Actually, the gap between us has somehow grown wider. The girls are chatting merrily. It totally feels like I'm the odd one out at this point. Man, why can't I control my character properly? Nothing worked out as I planned. Now it's hard for me to even join in on a conversation.
なんかこういうマセヤさんも新鮮でいいですね。
Ugh!
そんな泣きそうな顔しないでください。ほら、いい子いい子です。
Is this... I don't understand. Is it actually fun seeing people like fail at something? I don't understand. I don't understand how some people could actually think this is, you know, fun. Asuka strokes my head for some weird reason. I mean, I guess it's kind of out of character for Masaya, but I don't think that he was able to do anything like, you know, he was like a perfect person in the first place. Didn't feel that way. Is he really like that standoffish? I don't think so. Thanks. Wait, don't tell me I look like some pathetic stray dog. I'm actually starting to feel depressed now. Ugh, I gotta do better next time.
先輩、
Yeah, I know. I can tell left from right. Don't worry, I'll manage on my own.
だったらいいです。
What, is she feeling bad for me now? Mashiro didn't say another word to me after that. What'd she want to say? Nice. Keep your form steady. Wait, I'm coaching her? I guess she... We didn't see a scene where she wanted me to coach her. Okay, and now comes the counter. Great job! She performed a feint, then counterattack, all while accelerating. I thought it'd be hard given her playstyle, but she pulled it off without a hitch. Just goes to show how good she is.
うまくいきましたか？
Ichinose asks me that while breathing heavily. You did good. I doubt any ordinary opponent would see through that feint.
よかった。
Ichinose heaves a sigh of relief. What? Wanna try it one more time? Or maybe you wanna move on to something else?
そうじゃなくて、ありがとうございます。
Huh? Oh, you don't have to thank me.
しますよ。日向さんがされなくても、私はします。
You sure are straight-laced. A conversation we had after a training camp with Takafuji sparked this event. At the end of the day, she was a huge help during the training camp. Plus, there's the whole thing with my past too. And also, there was that accident, but that's beside the point right now. Anyway, I offered to return the favor as a way of apologizing, and her answer surprised me.
それじゃあ、ちょっとお願いできますか？日向さんじゃないと頼めないことなんです。
I was curious about what she wanted, but it turned out to be something quite obvious.
練習に付き合っていただけて、すごくありがたかったです。
Not like it takes up much time. It's only 3 one-hour sessions a week. She's being far too kind.
いえ、あれだけ熱心に指導をされていて、その上でお時間をいただけるのは申し訳ないぐらいです。何かお返しをしなきゃいけませんね。
I'm supposed to be repaying you by doing this, remember?
でも、私はあくまで他校の人間ですし。
Who cares? I wouldn't want her losing a match against us because she feels guilty. Gotta say though, you work ridiculously hard.
そんなことないですよ。
It totally is. Compared to our players, you...
あ、ダメですよ、コーチ。
Huh?
いくら冗談めかしてても、自分の学校の選手を貶めてはいけません。
I don't think I'm joking.
そこは絶対に何があっても味方になってあげないと。
That's only if they actually put in the work, Rika. No, that mindset is not good. She's right. That was thoughtless of me. No! If they're not putting in the work, I'm not gonna believe in them. What the fuck? You're stupid! Thanks. You're right. Forget I ever said anything.
私も褒められて嬉しかったです。本当は味方にもなってほしいぐらいで。
You're coming on a bit too strong there, Rika. Sorry. I didn't catch that because of the win.
なんでもないです。なんでも。
Though, like I said, I do feel like Rika and Masaya's relationship is way more natural than everyone else so far. Even Asuka feels a bit off, simply because she's just, you know, too perfect. Suddenly making Masaya getting back into FC again and stuff like that, right? She's too perfect. So I feel like there's something off with her. I still like Asuka though. Like as a character, I do like her. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna be training Ichinose from now on. But we're in the same area, which could spell disaster if my players end up facing her in the tournament. Could get hard to continue these practice sessions as the tournament grows closer too. What should I do? I like Rika, so I'm gonna continue our practice. I probably will try to get into Rika's route, so I'm probably gonna try to like get as many points with her as much as possible. But, you know, I'm not like looking up a guide or anything. I don't know what choices will get me points or whatnot. Just like what with Misaki, I think that I actually lose points with her by choosing the answer that I thought was gonna be giving me points. I've got no need to worry. I mean, Kunahama isn't even within spitting distance of Takafuji at the moment. And I'm sure working with a straightforward, skilled athlete like her will only improve my coaching. I need all the help I can get. Also, I can't deny that teaching her is fun. The way she absorbs everything like a sponge makes these moments fulfilling. That's why these practice sessions are also good for my motivation. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it.
ひなたさん、考え事ですか?
Oh, nothing really. I obviously can't tell her what I was just thinking. Better change the topic. Man, you really want to get better as fast as possible, huh? Totally not awkward suddenly changing the topic like that. She's just a freshman, but Ichinose is already good enough to become a regular at Takafuji. But that clearly isn't enough in her mind, which is something I genuinely respect.
ですね。もっと上手くなりたいです。私。
Her words, which are accompanied by a brilliant smile, make me think of something else entirely. Need to get better, huh? Those words bring Mon Eat back to the forefront of my mind.
何か。
Well, yeah, I just remembered a little something. Maybe we can do Mon Eat with her after this training session. I'll tell you once we're back home. It's not related to FC.
なるほど。大変なんですね。
Our very own private Mon Eat session, huh? I explained my predicament to Ichinose. I consulted her before I even started playing, so she gets the picture right away. However, based on the slightly exasperated expression on her face, I figure she must be thinking something like, what do you think would happen when you put in no practice time? Makes sense, given her personality and all. I don't know. Should we make it the gaming club instead or what?
ひなたさんの FC 以外じゃ型なしですね。
Can't say I'm all that amazing at FC either.
それはひなたさんの謙遜ですよ。
Putting that aside, the problem is, I'm not used to being in that position.
完全に教えられる側ですよね。
Right. Never thought her being my teacher would stress me out that much. She's using any chance she gets to score some payback for my coaching, and it's really getting to me. I mean, would it kill her to teach me better when she's that good? I swear, The controls are stupidly confusing. I agree! I've actually played a tiny bit of Monster Hunter with my friends, and I was like, what the fuck? All the controls are non-intuitive. As I start talking about my arch nemesis, the controls, I immediately start imagining myself pressing the wrong buttons. For example, I try to pull out the PSQ to explain what I'm struggling with when... Huh? I noticed something I don't remember putting in my bag. What's this?
教えられる側に立つというのもいい経験になるのかもしれないですよ。
A strategy guide? What the? Why do I have this inside my bag? Who put it in here?
ちょっとお茶汲んできますね。
Oh. There's a sticky note on it. Good luck. Those words are followed by something that seems to be scribbled out. I immediately look at the back of the note and find that it's a sketch of Joshin-chan. I'm not gonna say that thing, man. It's just way too weird for me to say.
はい。じゃあお茶を汲んできたのでゆっくりお聞きしましょう。
No, I'm good. I think I understand exactly what you mean now.
この短時間でですか?
Yup. I softly grip the note in my hand. It's hard for a person to work hard when they get no praise or encouragement.
は
Well, good night.
あ。はい。よかったです。おやすみなさい。
I mean, yeah, I guess when you're coaching someone, it's not always good to be truthful that you suck or something, right? And then just calling them sucky. It's probably gonna douse their motivation by a lot. But come on, I feel like everyone sucks at the start, unless you're some sort of, you know, prodigy. And so after that, change comes to the Kunahama Gaming Club that sprouted to life through some strange turn of events. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the competitive spirit that someone has is not always innate, right? You gotta actually nurture that sort of competitiveness. In my personal experience is that if I suck at something, I will do my best in trying to, you know, try not to suck at it. If I really enjoy it, of course. If I don't enjoy it, I'll probably still try, right? But if I don't enjoy it, I try hard and I still get mediocre results, I'll probably quit. I know my own strengths and weaknesses, so yeah. I'm the type that basically doesn't really rely too much on outside sources. Cheered on by my player, who's taking on the role of coach.
驚いた。
I think after this scene, I'm gonna call it an episode. It's been an hour 53 minutes. Playing or like reading through this game has always been like super nice and chill. I really like it. Even though not much is going on, I enjoy the banter and stuff. Though I do feel like Mashiro is being super mean in this in this chapter. But I guess there's personality in her now, other than just Misaki-senpai. God damn this girl. A few days later, I've gotten so good that I've surprised my coach. Okay, maybe I'm talking myself up a little. Honestly, I only just got to the point where I can play the game normally.
先輩、上手くなりましたね。
Really?
そうですよ。
Thanks. I try to make my response sound casual, but I'm actually super hyped about my accomplishment.
こいつ狩りましょう。雷属性で。
It's a subspecies, so we need fire weapons actually.
あ、そっか。
After that, we wordlessly work our PSQs for a while. Dudon store may be empty, but I still feel a little out of place sitting here in the corner mashing buttons. Yeah, it is kind of weird. We'll probably move elsewhere if customers start coming, but for now, I'll just focus on the enemies in the game.
すごいですね。
Suddenly, that lone word escapes Mashiro's tightly sealed lips. What's amazing?
こんなに上手くなっちゃうんだって。
It's all thanks to my coach, really.
じゃあ私の FC が上達しないのはなんででしょう。
Because I'm not a kind enough coach, maybe. I asked her that, but this whole gaming experience has already helped me reach the right answer. Because she's not using her right, the right graph shoes, right?
先輩、私に優しくした記憶あります？
To be honest, there's no real need for a coach to be kind. However, I know I should have at least made our relationship clear from the start. Man, this is depressing.
ごめんなさい。嘘です。
Huh? Why are you apologizing?
先輩は悪くないです。先輩は私と同じように始めたばかりのもんだったで、私と同じような気持ちになったはずなのに、それでもって練習し続けた。
There are options, Mashiro. There are options. Just like in cycling, you can be a sprinter, you can be a climber, you can be an all-rounder. You just gotta know what your strengths and weaknesses are.
しょうがないって諦めた私とは違った。誰かのせいにしないで、ちゃんと自分で努力した。だから先輩は悪くないです。すみませんでした。
She apologizes without looking me in the eye. Listen, I feel like we won't get anywhere if we keep playing the blame game. Also, it really doesn't matter who's at fault. Let's just say you introducing me to Mont Eat has helped me understand you better. By tackling something Mashiro is good at, I was able to get her perspective on things. If it wasn't for that, I still wouldn't understand her feelings. It's all because you took the effort to reach out to me. I'm sorry. And above all else, thank you. Now it's me who has his eyes fixated on the screen. I know I should be looking her in the eye even when we were having such a serious conversation, but I have to admit, I can only make such an embarrassing confession because we aren't looking at each other. Mashiro? This again? Mashiro's character moves to an area away from where the boss is located. Then she goes and replaces herself with a plushie like last time. She's currently hiding behind a pillar with only her eyes poking out. Mashiro?
聞かないでください。答えられないです。
Oh, okay. Does she hate what I just said? That's an expression of rejection, right? I look at the plushie. I didn't know this before, but in the game, he's the guy who's always giving the MC advice despite bad-mouthing him. Joshin-chan, you're actually a really nice guy. I stroke the plushie on impulse. It's kind of like when you see a cute animal, you know? What? Huh? How could I what? It's not you, that's the plushie, damn it. This girl is something else. After she says that, she grabs the plushie and storms off to her room. I guess she's a very typical, like, high school girl, right? And yeah, I guess that type of person just doesn't appeal to me. I'm too old for you, Mashiro. Huh? I'm so confused.
いいの？部屋に帰ってきちゃって。いいの？ここにいてもちゃんと向こうに会話届くから。
Okay, we'll stop the episode after this one. I do like this, the BGM in this game is very nice. I do like it. A lot, actually.
あら、そう。お母さん、それで何の用？後でさっきのあれ貸してくれない？え？ぬいぐるみ。 けないでしょ。ダメ？今晩抱いて寝るから？寝ません。ファブラーズかけまくるだけです。またまた。っていうかお母さんがなんであんなのいるのよ。絶対必要ないでしょ。いやね、ちょっと改造とかしてみようかなって。改造？あれにツインテールつけて誰かさんに似せて、それでなでなでされちゃったら真白は一体どうなっちゃうのかしらって。出てってよ。
Is the sound gonna stop? Okay, I guess we'll continue until that sound stops. It feels awkward having this on the next episode starting, you know? Feels like I'm eavesdropping on a fight between mother and daughter, but I've got no clue what they're saying. Wonder what Mashiro's mom means. Okay, I think that was actually the perfect time to end the episode. So I am liking Aokana, but Mashiro, yeah, I guess at this point it's just like established that I am way too old for someone like Mashiro. She is way too much like a kid, right? I probably don't dislike her as much, but I do feel like her persona in liking Misaki is a bit overbearing though. That is actually the only thing I dislike about her now. Her personality right now is okay, but her, like, Misaki senpai thing is off-putting, to say the least. But okay. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. Sub if you guys haven't. Patreon will be getting these episodes early access along with everything uncensored. And also, I probably still need to keep reiterating this, but Patreon now has free members, and I will be showing you guys the first episode of all the new playthroughs that I'm doing over there if you join the free members on Patreon. And yeah, I will see you guys on the next one.